the Swirly Bokeh shot. What if I told you you could get this effect without buying a new lens and only spending $30? You've seen it in some of your favorite films, and if you've ever looked up how much these lenses are, they can get pretty pricey. What is up, guys? Tyler Casey here. We at CinePacks have actually developed a filter to emulate that swirly bokeh effect. I'm using it right now. It's screwed onto the front of my lens, and one of the coolest things is you get autofocus, because I'm filming this on a 24-70 Sigma on my A7S III. Most of these swirly bokeh lenses are manual focus. The swirly bokeh really gives that nice dreamlike effect, especially when you have leaves in the background. This effect has been crazy popular. You may already have one of these lenses. I definitely picked one up, the Helios 44, from $50 to $100 on eBay. And then the next tier up, there's the Petzval lens, and that starts around $500. I have all three price points, so I'm gonna test all those head to head and see which one looks the best. The Helios 44 is an f2, so when I'm wide open, it kind of gives those vintage lens looks, and it was pretty soft, I'm gonna say. It is a really small, compact lens. Everything is manual. I have a dummy adapter on this, so it's going from EF to E mount onto my A7S III. I feel like the effect looked good. I don't get the crazy amount of swirl that I want. I feel like I'm able to get a little bit more swirl with this lens right here, or with our filter per se. So let's compare that to our filter. And like I said, this is going to have autofocus since it's going on your lens, so it really can adapt to any lens, 77 or 82. It has way more of an intense effect punched into 70 millimeters here. And the cool thing is you can even zoom out to 50 millimeters for a more subtle effect, as you can see here. Our filter is also great for photography since you still have that autofocus. You don't have to rely on focusing manually. These are some of the photos I took with it, and I had a lot of fun shooting on it with the 24-70. But let's step it up a notch and let's check out the Petzval. So the Petzval is actually a beast. This thing has a pretty cool feature on it. When I got this lens in, it has a focus ring on the front, but it's not for focus. It has a 1 through 7, and what this does is this is the intensity of the swirl. So here it is at 1, and here it is cranked up to 7. Mind you, this lens is a f1.7, so you get a super shallow depth of field. It's an all manual lens. One thing I did notice with this lens though is that it's very heavy focus in the middle. So if your subject's face isn't directly in the middle of the frame, it's gonna be pretty blurry, as you can see in some of these photos. So that's one downside to this lens that I could really see. Is that you really have to keep your subject's face in the middle. The presentation of it was really nice. When you get this cool pamphlet that shows you everything about the lens, which I thought was really cool. And you can actually swap out the different bokeh filters. I didn't play around with that too much. I just kind of left it with the standard one. It is a cool specialty lens. If you have the bread for it, definitely maybe check that one out. Personally, me though, I really like our $30 filter. I might be biased, but this is what it looks like if we rack focus on the different lenses. So here's the Helios. Looks pretty good, but like we said, the effect is not that intense. The Petzval is actually insane. It has some really crazy swirling going on. And then here is our lens. Definitely, you still get the swirling, and the bokeh looks really good. If you want to support our cool filter that we designed, we have it in 77 and 82 right now. You cannot use a step-up ring on this, unfortunately. If you guys do want us to make smaller sizes, I was maybe thinking 67 next. Comment down below. Let me know which lens you would want to test it on. So it works good with a low f-stop and a long lens. I have all the links down below, even if you want to check out those other lenses. I'm not going to hate. If you want to pick up a Helios or a Petzval, go for it. I'm Tyler Casey with CinePacks. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay swirly and have fun.